The cast of The Apprentice is running the world. Trump, the daughter, Omarosa, they run the world, man. Yo, man, this crazy.
Donald Trump just took a brutal beating from Chris Rock. The legendary comedian torched Trump so badly that even Melania couldn't handle it, breaking down and throwing a tantrum for the ages. Rock's savage roast left Trump fuming, the internet exploding, and MAGA fans scrambling for excuses. Let's break it down.
Trump is not playing, man. That's right. This time is totally different. He's working with the #1 African-American in the world, the richest African-American in the world, Elon Musk. That's right, he is African-American. Elon got more kids than the Cleveland Browns.
Donald Trump getting roasted isn't exactly breaking news. It's practically a national pastime. But this time, it wasn't just another late-night comedian or Twitter troll taking shots. It was Chris Rock, the comedy legend who can turn any meltdown, scandal, or billionaire tantrum into pure gold. Rock just delivered a humiliation so ruthless that even Melania, usually as animated as a Madame Tussauds wax figure, couldn't contain herself. Let's face it, Trump has been the punchline of jokes for decades. From pretending to be a self-made billionaire, spoiler, he's not, to flexing his big, strong brain. Spoiler, it isn't. He's practically a walking setup for comedy. But this time, the roast hit differently, not just because Rock delivered it with his signature precision, but because it struck Trump where it hurts the most, his ego. Scene: Rock steps onto the stage, mic in hand, eyes sparkling with that trademark mischief that signals someone's about to get verbally demolished. And that someone? America's favorite spray-tanned sore loser? With razor-sharp wit, Rock tore into Trump's reality TV leadership, his social media meltdowns, RIP Twitter bird, and perhaps the greatest mystery of all, his ability to go bankrupt while running casinos.
Plan! They got Elon. They're gonna put him on a rocket ship. We call it Space Mex. Oh, yeah. J-Lo's gonna marry Ben again just so she can stay in the country.
The audience exploded in laughter. Meanwhile, Trump's usual radioactive orange complexion reportedly shifted to an alarming shade of beet red. Then came the knockout blow. Rock compared Trump to a washed-up sitcom character, think Al Bundy, but with 91 felony charges and an unhealthy dependence on spray-on hair. The room erupted. Trump, whose skin is thinner than a CVS receipt, reportedly lost it. Insiders claim he went into full meltdown mode, pacing around Mar-a-Lago like a wind-up toy running low on batteries. Maybe he called his lawyer. Maybe he called Rudy Giuliani, who, let's be honest, probably answered from the bottom of a bottle. Either way, panic mode was activated.
Thank you very much. Okay, but before we even get started, let's hey, the elephant in the room. President Trump's in the hospital from COVID, and I just want to say my heart goes out to COVID.
Trump's entire persona is built on the illusion of being untouchable, and yet here was Chris Rock effortlessly dismantling it in front of the world. Worse yet, Rock isn't just any comedian. He's the guy so lethal with his words that even Will Smith couldn't take it. Too soon? If Trump thought he could brush this off, he must have mistaken this for one of his rallies, where the crowd is about as diverse as a jar of mayonnaise. Naturally, the internet had a field day. Memes, tweets, and reaction videos flooded social media faster than Trump can yell witch hunt.
That's exactly what happened. We got rid of bullies, a real bully showed up, and nobody knew how to handle it.
Even those who don't usually follow politics couldn't resist watching the former president get verbally bodied by one of the greatest comedians alive. And if Trump's past behavior is any indicator, he'll soon be rage posting on Truth Social, aka Twitter's irrelevant cousin, calling Rock a loser, a hack, and his personal favorite, unfunny. But let's be real, Trump getting mad at a joke is about as predictable as the sun rising. Chris Rock didn't just roast him, he did what America has been doing for years, laughing at the absurdity of a man who once stared directly at a solar eclipse and thought he was winning.
Everybody's worried. Everybody's worried. I mean, we got Luigi. We got Luigi, and that's good. I really feel sorry for the family. I mean, everybody's fixated on how good looking this guy looks. If he looked like Jonah Hill, no one would care. They'd already given him a chair already. Be dead, okay?
Rock didn't just poke fun at Trump's usual disasters, like the time he suggested nuking hurricanes or his infamous Sharpie-altered hurricane map. He hit Trump where it really stings: his desperate need to be taken seriously while doing nothing but cartoonishly ridiculous things. Think about it. This is a guy who tried to Sharpie his way out of a hurricane forecast, blatantly altering a map like a fourth grader changing their report card before their parents see it. A man who tossed paper towels at hurricane victims like he was hosting some dystopian version of The Price is Right. A guy who, in front of cameras and medical experts, casually suggested injecting disinfectant to combat a deadly virus, like a deranged infomercial host peddling the world's worst life hack. And Chris Rock, being the razor-sharp comedian he is, wasn't going to let that slide. He took the absurdity of Trump's greatest hits and amplified it, showcasing just how bizarre and out of touch the former president truly is. Rock's comedy doesn't just rely on surface-level roasts, it thrives on exposing the absurdity lurking beneath the facade. He knows Trump isn't just a guy who says dumb things. He's a guy who says dumb things with absolute conviction, as though willing stupidity into reality through sheer force of confidence.
Nothing's gonna happen to Trump. Here's the crazy thing. It might just work out. Trump might work out. Yeah, I said it. Trump might work out. I mean, think about it this way. Bush was so bad, he gave us Obama.
Take the infamous Trump rally moments, where he danced awkwardly to YMCA like a malfunctioning animatronic figure at Chuck E. Cheese. Rock painted the picture perfectly, capturing the essence of a man so out of sync with reality that even his dance moves felt like they were operating in a different dimension. Or how about Trump's obsession with crowd sizes? Rock had a field day with that one, pointing out how Trump treats attendance numbers like a teenager lying about how many people showed up to their birthday party. No one had a bigger crowd than me? Sure, buddy. And no one lost the popular vote by a bigger margin while still claiming it was a landslide. But Rock didn't stop at just the obvious gaffes. He delved into the sheer pettiness that defines Trump's personality. The need to slap his name on everything, like a desperate real estate agent who knows deep down the product isn't that good. Trump Tower, Trump Steaks, Trump University, each a testament to the idea that if you say something is great enough times, maybe people will start believing it. And of course, Rock didn't miss the golden opportunity to bring up Trump's legal troubles, the multiple indictments, the hush money scandal, the never-ending investigations. Each one proving that if Trump weren't a former president, he'd be a recurring character on Law and Order. Rock made it clear. Trump isn't just a chaotic politician, he's a walking SNL sketch. Except the joke stopped being funny a long time ago. Rock's comedic takedown wasn't just about getting laughs. It was about holding up a mirror to the absurdity of an era where the most powerful man in the world operated with the logic of a reality TV contestant. And in true Chris Rock fashion, he left the audience both in stitches and shaking their heads, wondering how we ever let it get this far. And Melania? Oh, poor Melania. She's been trapped in this reality show nightmare for years. After all the side eyes, all the hand swats, and all the awkward help me gazes in photo ops, she finally snapped. Because if there's one thing Melania Trump cannot stand, besides, her husband, it's being dragged into his circle of humiliation. And this time, she wasn't just part of the joke, she was center stage. If body language could file divorce papers, Melania's posture would have done it in 2017. Rock's roast exposed what we all kind of knew but never said out loud. Melania's been running the longest unpaid internship in First Lady history.
A war hero that got captured. I don't want to vote for nobody that got captured. I want to vote for that got away.
Trump, who rarely, if ever, apologizes for anything, sounded like he's softening a little on McCain.
And certainly if there was a misunderstanding, I would totally take that back. But hopefully I said it correctly.
On the Kelly file, McCain's daughter Meghan couldn't be angrier.
My father has been in public office since before I was born, and this is one of the grossest, most disgusting comments I've ever heard, which is really saying something. I'm 30 years old. And it's because it's not just an attack on my father, it's an attack on all veterans, and it's an attack on all POW.
She lost it. She threw a tantrum so massive it probably registered on the Richter scale, because for years she's been coasting through this nightmare with designer sunglasses and vague statements about be best while actively plotting her escape plan. Can we blame her? Melania went from modeling to marrying a man who paints himself the color of a traffic cone and thinks stable genius applies to him. This is a guy who believes exercise drains your body's energy like a 90s Tamagotchi, who thinks wind turbines cause cancer, who once tried to buy Greenland like it was on sale at Costco. This is what Melania wakes up to every morning. This is her life.
Can I help you?
Calm down, man. I missed the last category. Did you win?
No, we didn't win, all right?
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Flash Fame. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of the latest trends and viral moments. Got a story or a trend you want us to cover? Drop it in the comments. Until next time, stay trendy, stay curious, and keep chasing that Flash Fame.